The word no. It's only 2 letters, N and O, but somehow these 2 letters can feel like one of the hardest things to say, because saying no is not just saying a word. It comes with emotions. You feel guilty, you feel scared, you start questioning yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I hurting someone? Will they think differently about me? And sometimes the hardest part is that you already know the answer. You already know you don't want to go. You already know something doesn't feel right. You already know you're forcing yourself, but you still can't say it. No. I think a lot of us struggle with saying no because somewhere along the way we started connecting being needed with being valued. We think if you're always available, always helping, always showing up, people will appreciate us more. We think that saying yes makes us a better friend. We think saying yes means we belong. But sometimes, remember, the more you give, the more people just get used to receiving. For years, I was someone who always said yes. Yes, I'm available. Yes, you can call me. Yes, I can go. I thought saying yes made me a better person. I thought if I kept making people happy, I would finally feel included, especially when it came to friends. Since I was younger, I always had hard time adjusting and hard time fitting. There were times where I honestly didn't want to go out. I didn't want to force myself into plans. I didn't want to be around certain groups. I didn't want to pretend I was enjoying something when I was not. But I still said yes because I was scared of being left out. I was scared that saying no would make me lose friendship. So I would ignore my own feeling and go anyway. And after those moments, I would ask myself, why did I come? Why did I say yes when I wanted to say no? Regret after regret. I started realizing something. I was trying so hard to keep my place in others people's lives that I was slowly losing my place in my own. The hardest part wasn't saying no to other people. The hardest part was realizing how many times I had to say no to myself, no to my peace, no to my comfort, no to what I actually wanted. And that's when I started changing. I started saying no to plans I didn't fully want to go. I started saying no to changing myself just to fit into places where I didn't feel accepted. And honestly, even after I started saying no, it wasn't easy. I still felt guilty. I still questioned myself. I still wondered, am I becoming a bad person? But then I realized something. Feeling guilty doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. Sometimes it just means you're doing something new. And that's when I started noticing something. The people I thought were my friends started treating me differently. I started hearing things like, you changed, I miss the old you. And at first those words felt weird. I wondered if maybe I had really changed. But then I understood something. Maybe they didn't miss me at all. Maybe they missed the version of me who was always available. The version of me who always said yes. The version of me who never had boundaries. Because when I started saying no, I started seeing people clearly. I saw who respected my choices. I saw who cared about me even when I was not always available. I saw who only liked me when I was doing what made them comfortable. And honestly, the realization was freeing because saying no gave me something I didn't realize I was missing. The power to choose. The power to choose who I let into my life. The power to choose where my energy goes. The power to choose what deserves my time. I realize my life is my responsibility. And I don't have to keep people who choose to constantly make me feel smaller, criticize me, or make me feel like I have to change myself just to be accepted. So yes, my circle became smaller. And I would rather have a small circle filled with genuine people than a big circle where I have to pretend. Because the word no is powerful. Because once you find the courage to say no, your life starts shifting in a way you never expected. You start trusting yourself more. You start listening to your gut. You start making decisions based on what is right for you, not just what keeps everyone else happy. And I want you to remember this. Saying no does not make you rude. Saying no does not make you selfish. Saying no does not mean you don't care. Sometimes saying no is the strongest way of choosing yourself. So if your gut is telling you something doesn't feel right, you are allowed to say no to things that drain you. You're allowed to say no to things that don't align with you. You are allowed to protect your peace, because every time you say no to something that isn't meant for you, you're always saying yes to yourself. And if you're watching this right now, and if you're in the phase where you're learning to say no, I want you to know something. It's okay. You don't have to feel guilty for choosing yourself. You don't have to keep saying yes just because because you're scared of losing people. Start small. Say no when something doesn't feel right. Say no when someone drains your energy. Say no when you're only doing something because you're afraid of disappointing someone. And yes, some people might react differently. Some people might question you. Some people might just say you've changed. But remember, sometimes people don't miss you. They miss the version of you who was always available and giving. So be brave enough to choose yourself. Listen to your gut. Trust your feeling. Protect your peace. Because the moment you learn that you have the power to say no, you realize you also have the power to build the life you actually want. And if someone leaves because you finally started respecting yourself, maybe they were never meant to stay. You're stronger than you think. And sometimes one small word can change everything.